elements. Its context, title, choice descriptor, as well as completion instruction. Let's see now what do you mean by menu content. A menu context. So menu context provides the information to keep the user oriented. Okay. So next, the this kind of information is critical in complex as well as hierarchical menu systems that we have discussed previously. Okay, so the feedback is necessary that tells the user where they are in a process, what their past choices were, and possibly how much further they still have to navigate. So verbal linkage, spatial linkage are both may be used to provide the navigation feedback. So verbal linkage usually involves in providing a current menu screen, listing of the choices based on previous menus. It also involves assuring the user that displayed menu is a menu so desired like that. Spatial linkage can be accomplished by graphical methods. So each succeeding menu screen can be displayed overlapping the previous menu screen on a succession of choices in a single view. So next is menu title. So the menu title provides the context for the current set of choices. The title must reflect on the choices selected on the previously displayed menus. Next is choice descriptors. These are the alternatives available to the user. So descriptor can range from either you can go with mnemonics, numerics, or alphabetized listings of choices to a single word, or you can have a frame to a full sentence and all. Next is the completion instructions. So completion instructions tells the user how to indicate their choices. Explicit instructions may be needed for the first time or casual users of a system. Experienced user will find overly verbose instructions unnecessary. So the need of all the system users and the nature of the system must again be considered in creating this kind of on-screen guidance. Next, we will see formatting of menu. So there we are going to define some of the guidelines for formatting the menus. One is consistency, display, presentation, organization, complexity, item arrangement, ordering and grouping, line separator, and the last is selection support menus. We will see what you mean by consistency. This consistency is going to provide the user's expectation. So it is to provide in the menu for formatting, including the organization, presentation, and the choice ordering. For phrasing, we are going to use choice selection methods and navigational schemes. So these are some of the series of options for formatting the menus. Next is display. If the continual or the frequent reference to the menu options are necessary, permanently display the menu in the area of the screen that will not obscure the other screen data. If only occasional reference unit as menu options are necessary, then it may be presented on demand. So critical options should be continuously displayed. Next is presentation. Ensure that the menu and its choices are obvious to user by presenting them with unique and consistent structure, location, or display techniques. Ensure that the other system components do not possess the same visual qualities as menu choices. Coming to the organization, which provides a general or the main menu, which displays all relevant data, relevant alternatives, or only the relevant alternative. So match the menu structure to the structure of the task. And you have to minimize the number of menu levels within a limit of clarity. Means for example, websites, you should restrict to two levels. Mouse click for the fastest performance. And be conservative in number of menu choices presented on the screen. Usually, if it is not logical grouping of the elements, the limit choice should be 4 to 8. If it is a logical grouping of element, the limited choice should be 18 to 24. And provide decreasing direction of menus if sensible. Never requires menus to be scrolled, and in general, more choices contained in the menu, that is greater breadth, the less will be the depth. If fewer choices on the menu, less breadth means greater will be the depth. These are the scenario it is going to find. Next is the complexities. You have to provide a simple as well as complex menus. Simple means minimal set of actions and menus. Complex means complete set of actions and menus. Next is item arrangement. Align alternatives or the choices into a single column whenever possible. So either you can go orient for top to bottom reading or left justify descriptions. If a horizontal orientation of description must be maintained, then you have to organize for left to right reading. Next is ordering. So ordering and grouping. In that ordering means order list of choices by their natural order. For the list associated with the numbers, use numeric data. Or for the text, you can go with the sequence, frequency, or semantics option. Or you can use the alphabetic order also, long list, short list, all those things. Next, grouping means create a grouping of items that are logical, distinctive, meaningful, and mutually exclusive. So categorize them in such a way that maximize the similarity of item within the category, minimize the similarity of item across the categories. So present no more than 6 or 7 groupings on the screen. So order categorization grouping in a meaningful way. Separate grouping is created through either wider spacing or through thin ruled lines. Next is line separators. So separate line vertically arrayed grouping with the subtle solid lines. Separate vertically arrayed subgrouping with the subtle dotted or the dashed lines. For the subgrouping within the category, you should go with the left justify the lines under the first line of the columnized choice description, or right justify the line under the last character of longest choice descriptor. If you are going with the independent grouping, then extend the line to the left and right menu borders. So next, we will see the phrasing, important concept that is called phrasing the menus. So these are called line separators, shorten line separators as well as line separator. If you right click on the button, then you'll get the. Next, we will see phrasing the menu.